Hello, welcome back to Worldview Connections, part two of the Biblical Christian Epistemology in this Philosophy of Religion series. Which Christian method to know that God exists and that the Bible is God's true word is the correct method? How do we know? So we see on the left, inspiring philosophy, Michael Jones versus William Lane Craig, rational faith. They're both traditional epistemologists in Christianity arguing in apologetics. They're different than the presuppositionalists, but they have differences. But what does the Bible say? Again, there's a problem, a difficulty. We have one Bible, but thousands of ways Christians, not to mention researchers and scholars, debate all this all the time. But the way that Christians, everyday Christians, interpret what the Bible is and what the books, stories, ideas, and passages in the Bible even mean. But let's consider a few passages which seem to be pretty clear on this topic, though that doesn't prevent a whole lot of disagreement and debate. But the Christians take this verse in Jeremiah: the heart is devious above all else. It is perverse. Who can understand it? And jump to the conclusion that our heart is an obstacle to be overcome and an enemy to be defeated. This idea is fed by the commonly held and taught mantra that Christians often repeat: your emotions will lie to you. You can't trust your feelings. You can't trust your heart. Are Christians reading Jeremiah 17:9 in its historical and theological context? Jeremiah was writing to ancient Israelites who were sinning against God and, among other things, offending him in other ways, which reflected their hearts as being deceptive. Not in a universal sense of all humanity, the heart is only evil. For example, in the Bible, there are passages, Proverbs 4, verse 23 tells us, watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. So in this passage, what if, in the name of seeking, researching, and serving God, Christians completely repress that part of them, their hearts, their feelings, which is designed to be headwaters of the life of God Himself? In Proverbs 23, verse 7, it reads, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. So this doesn't always just mean bad. I want to get to the key point here. When Jesus, here we are Christians, the Christians looking at this, they're always quoting from the Old Testament. Let's go to the New Testament here. On the Easter Sunday, Jesus' resurrection, he was walking with two men anonymously, right? He didn't reveal to them his true identity on the road to Emmaus. But in Luke 24, verse 25, Jesus said to them, oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. So he is saying that you should have something in your heart to believe in God, right? You can infer that. After Jesus revealed his true identity to the men, just paraphrasing, their eyes were opened. In other words, their understanding. They recognized Jesus, and he vanished from their sight. So they took him home, had dinner, fed him, they talked, and then they said to each other in Luke 24:32, were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us? So you see this. The eyes is symbolic of logic, reasoning, minds, and intellect. Jesus was using both, and the heart, emotions, feelings, intuitions, and love. And this is supported in other scriptures. The Apostle Paul wrote in Galatians, the fruit of the Spirit is love. That's a feeling. Joy, peace, these are all feelings. Patience, kindness, generosity, these are traits. Faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against such things. So Paul identifies these things with the Spirit. Ezekiel, going back to the Old Testament, God will give you a new heart. Quote, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. I will take the heart of stone out of your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you will keep my judgments and do them. Then you shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers. You shall be my people, and I will be your God. I will deliver you from all your uncleanness, etc., etc. It goes on to where he'll bless them if you read the passage. So why do so many Christians ignore these passages? We've discussed Proverbs 4:23 and Proverbs 23:7. Let me make a list for you here. Ezekiel 36 that you can read about. Leave in a comment what you think about these scriptures. We also talked about Luke and in Galatians. So if you think about this, what do you think? Leave a comment. Let us know. It seems that the Bible is saying you would know by your feelings and your thoughts and your logic and your heart and your intuition these things. So Christians criticizing other Christians and other people of faith using their hearts is not being biblical. They're not being biblical. Thank you for watching today.